Hey guys, I hope everybody is doing well. So today we will be discussing about Angular, which is a front-end technology, and this is the official website of Angular, that is Angular.io. Earlier, the first version of Angular, we used to call it Angular JS, but we are not like Angular stopped that version from Angular 2. That's why whenever you Google something about Angular or you want to search about your issues, you always type Angular 2 plus because it is a completely rewrite of the framework. So basically, when somebody says what is Angular, Angular is basically a component based framework for building scalable web applications. When we say component based framework, it means whenever we create a page in Angular, it is comprised of different components. So for example, even you are looking at my screen right now, in which at the top you see this navigation bar, it would be single component, and then this bar would be a different component, and there you see what is Angular in this section, it could be a different component, and you see where it is these things, what is Angular, and these like hyperlinks, these could be a different component or it could be inside one component. So everything is a component in Angular, and it depends upon you what part of the screen you want to make it as a component. Usually what happens is it is up to the developer, and we divide the page into multiple components, and this is how, that's why it's called component based framework. And it's a collection of well integrated libraries that cover a wide variety of fixtures, including routing, form management, and client server communication, etc. So when we say it's a well integrated libraries, it's a collection of well integrated libraries, because for Angular we have so many libraries. For routing we have library, for forms we have libraries like Angular core and Angular common, and a lot of libraries Angular supply with its framework, which we use to develop different things in Angular. And Angular is, so when you want to start the coding in Angular, I would request you to learn TypeScript first, because TypeScript is, see, TypeScript. So TypeScript is a different language, which is basically uh, it's a wrapper of JavaScript. Basically, you don't need to write the JavaScript. You would code in TypeScript, and when you transpile it, usually we say compile when we code, and we compile the code, right? But in TypeScript, we transpile it, and the result would be JavaScript. So it is developed by Microsoft, and you can see these details of JavaScript on typescriptlang.org. And this is what we use when we develop a project in Angular. I can show you a sample. This was one of the videos that I made in which we were using ngNew to create a new project. If you look into this project, if you see source, these were the components that I was talking about, that each thing is a component, each page could be divided into multiple components. The If you look at the extension of this, it is TypeScript. So whatever code we will do in here, this would be in TypeScript, and when we compile this, like when we publish this, this will become JavaScript. So you don't need to worry about how our TypeScript would run in browser, because our compiler will transpile it into JavaScript for the final version. And this is about Angular. And there are so many things in Angular that you can go to Angular.io and learn about those things. If you have any question, you can do comment, and I can make a video about that as well. And I will be creating a lot of videos on Angular, like one by one. The first one was Angular. It's just a front end framework, and once you progress in the course, you would know what is Angular in details right now. But if somebody asks you what is an Angular in an interview, or in a, you have a like talk with your colleague, or when you're a student, you can just tell them it's a component based framework for building scalable web applications. And yeah, it's a collection of well integrated libraries, because well integrated means these libraries work very well with each other. All right. and it's quite testable, and it is easy to update, and it's very easy to develop. It's a very good framework to work with, and it is developed by Google, and TypeScript was developed by Microsoft. So both of these technologies are here to stay. All right, see you around. Bye.